And so today I'm going to be doing a review for Ajin Demi-human. I already did one before, but I didn't think that it was adequate. I think I did not do it any justice, so this is my second take. And quickly, Ajin Demi-human is a series that is in a world where demi-humans, or individuals, once they die, they come back to life, and because of this immortality, society is pretty much experimenting on them. And so from the get-go, the series does not give you a lot of exposition. It just throws you in, and from there we find out more about this world, this demi-human, and how the society interacts. So in Japan, our main character Kai Nagai, pretty much within a few pages, finds out that he's a demi-human, and the explanation in the beginning, like within the first few pages, that is given is adequate enough for you to understand what is going on. And from there, Kai Nagai understands that you know the stakes that is set against him. He's going to be a lab rat, and he does not want that, and quickly turns from a normal citizen, from that, into pretty much a criminal that's being hunted by pretty much everybody. Everybody, you cannot trust anybody. So that kind of gives you the design and the initial shock. And after that, there's just a lot of other cool things that the series brings on the page. And so a little bit of distinction. I think the anime did a great job with this CGI, and I think it went a little bit a different direction. And but the manga now just pretty much takes that, and it was the original source anyways. And for me personally, I feel like it is a better experience. So if you've seen the anime, do yourself a favor, get this series. Get this series, okay? So one cool thing is that the art is quite different. It's not the same. The characters pop up from the page, and the design. There's more, I think, in this manga, heavily influenced, kind of like shadings, the shading, the contrast between, and the facial gestures. Some of that moves the dialogue as opposed to having a lot of text. So the manga has there are places where there's great dialogue and a lot of information, but mainly the manga has more art. It relies on that, that design of the characters. The kind of, it's like you're watching the pictures. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like it's more like closer to real life humans. So for some way, Damon Sakura pretty much turns the character from looking more anime into more like human beings. I don't, so he humanizes all of these characters, and their movements too, the way they move, the way they interact, the way the choreography, their movements, their gestures, their hints, all of that kind of humanizes the characters in this series. And that is, I think, a strong suit, and I have not seen that in a lot of other manga. More manga kind of focus on their, the animes, animation. So shades and that. Now, the other thing, the coolest thing about this manga, I think the strongest suit that it has is their characters, the variety of characters, and the character driven, and the realization from, like, in the beginning, Kainage is the main character, but by volume 10, the stages that he goes through, and he's very, very actualized, and I think that's just something that I'm a fan of. Also, Saito, who's the villain, a lot of people actually love Saito, and a lot of people come to the series for that reason. He originally, I thought originally when I was reading the first time, I thought he was more actualized, and I was actually like, I was like, why is Kai Nagi the main character? But I was kind of rooting for Saito, and I was like, yes, this is the type of villain that I want. Nevertheless, upon rereading it, I kind of realized the depth and of Kai Nagi, and I'm actually now like, wow, I kind of see this dichotomy between them, which is like logical coldness versus emotional and caring. So this is the dichotomy that is being played between and explored in this character that's Kai Nagi. Because in the beginning he comes off as being aloof, as one that doesn't care, kind of smug, or maybe in a sense a little bit condescending, uh, uh, or like like a little bit of a psychopath who does not understand, who has no sympathy in the beginning. He comes off as that, but just give the man time. By volume 10, there's a transition, and there's more. The reasons and the some of the motives, some of his actions become clear once a little bit of reading. Now, Mr. Hat Saito obviously is crazy. He's crazy, and I don't want to really say much about him because I want people to experience him from just from the pages of the manga. So just to say, he's one of the best villains. I can compare him to maybe another villain per se, like if you've read Helsing, the Fuhrer, or maybe Full Metal Alchemist, a villain comparable, kind of like King Bradley, you know, badass. So Saito is a badass, Mr. Hat. Now, this is kind of the difference between the demi-humans and society. Society, I think Japan, the response that society has against demi-humans is what drives the series and gives maybe Saito ammunition to act the way he acts. So you can see the contrast, and that maybe perhaps if society acted differently, then you know Saito would have been different. But I doubt it. Nevertheless, I want you to find that out and see the kind of this correlation between the reaction from Saito's group and how society acted against the demi-humans, and that correlation is mind-blowing, mind-boggling. Other characters of note, I think Tanaka originally, who's like Saito's second man, I think by volume 10, I kind of see there's more depth to him. Originally, I just thought he was kind of like this surrogate Saito, but no, it's cool. And then I think Nanako, who's with Kai, he also, I grew to love him. It's just a variety of characters to latch onto this series. This is kind of one of the best things that he has. And then the other thing that is super cool about it is the art. Now, so kind of my reviews like that I would is pretty much going up into my top 10 at the moment. Volume 4, there's something that happens in here that is overlooked, that I think the anime actually decided not to, for reasons that I don't disagree with, decided not to add into the anime, so it kind of diverted in this volume. Well, and volume 7 and onward is, I think, the showdown, and there's a little bit more back history into Saito. That showdown between them, oh yeah, I'm just hoping. And I just read volume 10, and dude, by this end, if you are not rooting for Saito, even though he's a villain, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So this one has a little bit cool, yeah. And one other thing that I want to add is that the amount of silence is like is art. It's art. The silence and the space in between that is being used in this manga, I just can just talk and talk and talk all day. But kind of that's my review for Ajin Demi-human. Hopefully this is better than my original review. Check it out. That's pretty much my take on Ajin Demi-human. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and let me know what do you think of the series, and if you agree with me and all these IBMs. Woo! Yeah. But that's that. Thanks for watching, and peace.